well done today. So today's video is all about working backwards. What I mean by working backwards is when you have a shape, you're given the volume, and you're asked to find some sort of missing length, okay? That's what we mean by working backwards. Now, how do we do this? Well, I'm given the volume of a prism. So how do you find the volume of a prism? Well, it's the area of the cross-section times by the length equals the volume. All right, that's step one. Just copy out the formula. Step two, what shape is the cross-section? Well, the cross-section is a triangle. So how do you find the area of a triangle? Well, it's base times height divided by 2. And we'll just fill out the rest of the formula. Times length equals volume. And we're going to fill in the blanks. Well, the base is 17. The height is x. Divided by 2 times the length, which is 9, is equal to a volume of 229.5. Then I'm going to simplify. 17 times x is 17x divided by 2 times 9 equals 229.5. Then simplify even more. 17x divided by 2 is 8.5x times 9 equals 229.5. But now multiply these terms together. 9.8, sorry, simplify even more. 8.5 x times 9 is 76.5. X equals 229.5 Then x is being multiplied by 76.5. I'll divide by 76.5. And I'll divide by 76.5 here. So x is equal to 229.5 divided by 76.5 equals 3. And that's our answer, okay? So step one, I copied out the formula for volume of a prism, which is area of the cross section times length equals volume. And you can see that it's in your formula sheet. Volume of a prism is area of the cross section times by the length. So here, we'll do the next one. So same thing. I have a prism. I know its volume. So area of cross section times by the length is equal to its volume. Let's draw out the cross section. 5 and 6. Well, the cross section is a triangle. To find the area of a triangle, it's base times height divided by 2 times by the length is equal to the volume. The base is 6. The height is 5 divided by 2 times by the length is the volume. 6 times 5 is 30. Divided by 2 is 15, so 15 times L. Oh, oops, sorry. Let's go back to here. So the base is 6, the height is 5, divided by 2. The length is x, is a volume of 90. 6 times 5 divided by 2, that can be simplified to 15. So 15 times x equals 90. 15 times x is 15x equals 90. X is being multiplied by 15. We're going to divide by 15. X is equal to 6. Okay, next page. We have a prism. We know its volume. So area of cross-section times by the length is the volume. Let's draw out the cross-section. It is a rectangle. To find the area of a rectangle, it's just length times width this time. And then, height times width. Let's call it height times width. Height times width. And then times the length is equal to the volume. Let's fill in the blanks. So the height is 7. The width is 3. The length is x is equal to a volume of 420. 7 times 3 times x is 21x equals 420. X is being multiplied by 21. We're going to divide by 21. X is equal to 420 divided by 21 is 20. Next one, we have a cuboid, which is a prism. We know its volume, so area of cross-section. So just writing out the volume of a prism formula. The volume, the cross-section is a rectangle, so it's length, height times width, times length equals the volume. The height is x. The width is 12. The length is 4. The volume is 200. X times 12 times 4 is 48x equals 200. X is being times by 48. We're going to divide by 48. X is equal to 200 divided by 48. Is 4.2. Very nice. Last one. We have a cylinder, which is a prism. We know its volume. So the volume of a prism, same formula. It's area of cross-section times by the length is equal to the volume. Now the cross-section is a circle. It's got a radius of 4. To find the area of a circle, it's pi r squared times the length equals to our volume. Let's just fill in the blanks. So pi, the radius is 4 squared times the length of x is equal to the volume of 400. Simplify this. 4 squared is 16. 16 pi. So pi 16, which is the same as 16 pi, times x equals 400. Well, x is being multiplied by 16 pi, so I'm going to divide by 16 pi. Divide by 16 pi. So this cancels out, so x is equal to 400 divided by 16 pi. Which is about 8 centimeters. Last one, we have a prism. We know its volume, so we're working backwards. So first, I'll copy out the formula. So area of cross-section times the length is equal to the volume. The cross-section is a circle with a radius of t. So the area of a cross-section, if it's a circle, the area of a circle is pi r squared times the length, which is length times the volume. Let's fill in the blanks now. So pi, the radius is t squared times the length of 10 is equal to a volume of 250. Now, we have to find t. Well, t is being squared, then it's being times by pi, then it's being times by 10. So we're going to divide by 10 first. Make sure you divide 10 on the other side. So the 10s cancel out. So we're left with pi t squared equals 250 divided by 10 is 25. T is being squared, then times by pi. I'm going to divide by pi. So t squared is equal to 25 divided by pi is approximately 8. Let's just say. Now t is being squared, we're going to square root. So t is equal to the square root of 8. You can leave your answer like that, centimeters. And that's how we do it. So step 1, copy out area of a cross-section times length is the volume. That's how you find the volume of a prism. Step 2, the cross-section is a circle. So copy out the circle, area of a circle formula. Step 3, fill in the blanks. We knew the length was 10. So pi t squared times 10, and we knew the volume was 250. Then we just worked backwards to find t. So you can do those questions by yourself, please, on page 9, 8, and 7. Cool. Oh, yeah, very nice.